Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome back to Edenia. My name is Kerbal, and today we are playing some more Kerbal Space Program. Now, last time we ended up with a bit of science, and as I said before, we want to do a lot of science gathering. So yeah, this is one of the next science instruments we can get, the Presmid barometer. Advanced Exploration has a mobile processing lab, which is amazing for science, but we'll get into that later. Also some ladders, which is not not the best. These command modules are great as well, so we definitely want to grab this one to advance here. Also specialized space control, that's going to be amazing. We'll need this one, advanced flight control, which gives us thruster blocks for RCS, lander cans, all sorts of magnificent stuff. But first, we want to get some more science. So let's grab this one and let's purchase everything. We want the hitchhiker, yeah, we want the Pegasus mobility enhancer. In other words, 3 iron bars to which you can cling on to your dear life. There we go, let's buy it all. Alright, so last time we had a little space rover roaming around the base, the Science Rover Mark 1. So now we'll load up onto this Science Rover with, we'll put this one a bit to the back because we've already got all the temperature readings and whatnot. So let's put this back a bit. Let's grab the science and put on the Presmid barometer, and we'll do another lap around the entire base so we can get the pressure readings from all of the different biomes, quote unquote. So let's grab a scientist and let's be off. Where is he? Bob, there we go. Alright, see you in half an hour or something. And there we go, we've got quite a bit of science for reading all of those pressure readings, atmospheric pressure at different sites on the Kerbal Space Center. And it would seem that the pressure on this side of the space station compared to this side would not differ very much and thus give you no scientific bonus, but apparently it does because it counts as a biome. So there we go, no experience gained for Bob Kerman, but that's alright. We've got 50 science, which is more than what we had. And now we can't take any of the others because these all cost 90 science. So we're going to have to do something about that. First of all, let's take a look at the administration building. We've got the unpaid research program, which turns reputation into science. But I think there is one that turns reputation into money as well, and I think it's fundraising. Yeah, costs a bit to set up, and you can do a commitment to 25%, but we can only take one program at the moment because we haven't upgraded this building. So let's take a look how much it would cost. That's a bit steep for now. We don't really we can't do something that steep, otherwise I would have done it. Because money is also a problem now, because we're playing on moderate difficulty. We have to pay for every research that we do, which is realistic, but then again, it's kind of hard as well. So we've got basic aviation, so we've got all these parts, so we could make an airplane. You know what? I think it's time to do a contract revolving around an airplane. So let's take a look. Conduct focus observational survey of Kerbin. Yeah, these are all go to a place and do some science. And those contracts, they can be kind of fun. Let's take a look at the tracking station where we have to go for all of these. It's all relatively close by. So let's see. This is R&D department. This is Zaltronic. So purple is Zaltronic. And there are... I've seen Rokia Inc. Oh, these are all, except for the purple ones. That's Sean Cannery. Sean's Cannery. Wow. That's cool. Rokia Inc. Yeah, these are all separate contracts. So we can take any one of them because they are not far out of our reach. We'll just take any random one and we'll be on our way. So let's take a look at mission control again. This one... Let's just go with the one that gives us the most money up front. Let's be honest. All of them are rather the same payout. This one is a bit rockier, is a bit more on the advances. There we go. And this one is quite good on the advances as well. All right, let's do it. We've got 2 active contracts, and now we need a plane that can handle them both. Let's see. We can't really tell which belong to the active contract, so that's a bit of a bummer. So we have to do it mid-flight. We'll have to do some mid-flight navigation, or we could, of course, go to here. And this is Rocky. This is Rocco Max Conglomerate. You know, we could, of course, take a look. This is where's Rocco Max Conglomerate? This is Rockia, and this is Rocco Max. Alright, Rockia is rather close by, and it's en route to Rocco Max Conglomerate. Great. Alright, we'll make it work. Let's build a plane. Now, by taking a look at these contracts, you can see there's a bit of a problem here, because we need to take a crew report in flight below 16,900 meters near site XV-3RX. Now, that's not really a problem, because it's below a certain altitude. We can just fly anywhere we want, really. But then we need to do another crew report. So that's going to be a problem, because we can't EVA mid-flight. We'll just fall straight off the plane. And we can't do 2 crew reports, because there will already be a crew report in the science compartment. And this one needs to be above 18,500 meters. Now that's going to be a bit of a problem as well. So you know what? We're going to make a double-seater. We're going to make a plane with 2 seats. Or you know what? I think it's going to be 3, because we can't do 2 seats. So we're going to take some people with us. So that's going to be great. We don't need a hitchhiker's container. That's a bit too steep, if you ask me. We'll have to do with these fixed landing gears, even though they are very, very inefficient. This is a service bay. Do we need a service bay? I don't think we do, you know. I think we just need some fuselages. There we go. Some nice liquid fuselages. I think that's long enough. That will keep us burning for a long time. Let's take a look at engines. Do we have bigger... No, we don't have... We just have these basic jet engines. You know what we could do? I think this is going to work, because we've got these Mark 0 fuselages, and these are quite small, you know. But what we could do is we could link these together. I'll move it in a second, don't worry. We'll link these together, right? And we'll double it up. There we go. We'll just have 2 engines. I think that's going to be fine. There we go. 2 Juno basic jet engines. And it will take fuel from the big compartments as well. And I think this is going to be plenty of fuel. Now, we do need to have an air intake. So, where is it? I think it's on the aerodynamics. Yeah, there we go. Small circular intake. Because we need the air to feed the engines. Now, these act a bit different than rocket engines. They just need liquid fuel. As you can see, there's a thrust limiter, and if you look under the actual product description, it will just use liquid fuel. Where is it? Electric charge. It's somewhere around here. I just don't remember. Oh, there we go. Liquid fuel propellant. Drains stage by stage balanced. Great. Now, since this is one stage, it will just grab everything that's available. Now, we need to have a bit of an arse on this. But we might, because we are going to travel very high, aren't we? We might just do a bit of this. We'll just have a rocket fuel tank on the back. Because there is going to be a point where we need to go higher and higher and higher. And I think that this will be a brilliant solution to that. There we go, we're not obscuring the windows. Not really, at least. We're trying not to obscure the windows. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine. We're going to do a... Yeah, we have to obscure the windows, sadly. We might pull it off like this. I don't know if the structural integrity will allow it, but... we could always just make it bigger, you know? We could make this ridiculous. We'll have a small jet engine on the back. Just a small inner space jet engine. There we go. And we'll have these on different stages. So, let's see. We need to add another stage. We'll have the jet engines go off first. We'll then have the rocket engine, and we'll put on some parachutes, especially the drogue ones, to slow us down. We need drogue parachutes. Desperately. So there, no, not there. We'll have you there, and we'll have you... oh, no. There we go. And we'll have one of you here as well. And we'll just put on some radial mounted big parachutes. You know what? Oh, there we go. That's not good. Well, I think we can put these on here, the drogue ones. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. I think this will do perfectly. At least I hope. I hope dearly. Oh god. This is going to be... oh, and I've doubled up on these parachutes as well. Accidentally. We don't want that. We want these to be singular. There we go. Yeah, the controls are a bit fiddly if you are a bit precise like me. Anyway, let's put on some wheels. There we go. We'll have a steering wheel at the front, and we'll have two of these somewhere at the back. Let's see if we can clip these in nicely. Oh, there. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Maybe we want these to be a bit further up front, but it's going to be a bit of a tricky placement. There we go. Nice. Because you want the engines to be a bit behind your wheels. Alright, now we need some swept wings. Let's go into aerodynamics. There we go, swept wings. We will need we'll need a couple of these. We'll have the swept wings over here. I think that will be fine. And now let's take a look at the let's see. Center of thrust and aerodynamics. This is the center of lift, I guess. We need to compare that with the center of mass. Now the center of mass is in front of the center of lift, and I believe that that's really bad. I don't know the exact details, but you know, we're gonna have to obscure these windows. I'm very sorry, but I think we need to do it something like this, and we'll have some Delta Deluxe winglets on the back. I think this is the way to go. We'll have to test it out, because I am very forgetful. Center of thrust, that's easy. That's going to be the center engine. And now we've got mass versus lift, and I believe that lift needs to be in front of mass just a bit. You know what? We'll do a test flight. We'll see how it goes. Oh, and before we forget, always before launch, make sure that you've got a pilot in the first seat. We'll take the scientist and engineer in the other seats. There we go. But we need some elevons, because these wings don't do anything on their own. And now these are a bit tricky to place, but I think that's right. There we go. Oh, we've exceeded the part limit. I guess we'll just have to do without this. I hope this will still land. So we've got a couple more stages to actually look at. Now these are the main parachute, these are the drogue chutes. We want the drogue chutes to shoot first and then the main chutes. So staging wise we're quite cool. Now let's take a look at how this puppy flies. There we go, let's launch. Now with jet engines you need to be a bit aware of... oh, we need to hold the brakes, come on. Oh, this is quite wobbly. Jeez. Alright, hold the brakes. Shoot the engines so they can rev up. There we go. Oh, we're not doing fine under these wheels pressures. We might need more wheels, which is a bit bad. All right, let's try to get a lift off. I believe these wings are not. No, these wings will not do. Landing gear overstressed. Oh. Perhaps the entire jet engine, which we're trying to take, is going to be a bit too much. You know what? I think we need to go for a simpler, smaller, sleek design. So let's have a single fuselage, a Mark 1, just a normal one. And we'll, you know what? We'll get rid of this, because this is apparently not working. We'll get rid of this as well. And we'll just have a singular Juno basic jet engine, which will not do a whole lot, but you know, we we really need to get this puppy flying, so that's a bit of a thing as well. So what if we do a bit of a strange design? So what if we do the swept wings over here, and then some small wings, some delta winglets at the front? I think that could be really cool. Something like this. We'll have a nice nose on the plane. I don't know if this is going to work at all, but I'm very, very hopeful. Let's see. Aerodynamic overlay. So we've got the center of mass in front now. I really don't know which goes on the front. I'm hoping that it's going to be the center of mass, because that is the basis of all my designs so far. Alright, let's take a spin. Let's take a spin. I mean, how bad can it be, right? Oh, we've got no intake. Great. We need some intake. So I think we desperately need the small canisters on the side. We actually need to get rid of this, and you know what? Let's top this bad boy off with a small circular nose cone, just for aerodynamics. I mean, it's not like these wheels are contributing to aerodynamics as well, but you know, what can you do? There we go, that's better, that's balanced. Alright, we desperately need the Mark 0 fuselages, and we need to have engines on this, and air intake. So air intake, we can fix that. We'll have 2 of those, and we'll have 2 small Juno engines. There we go. Trial and error, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important in this game. Alright, we'll have these over here, and we'll have some Delta Deluxe winglets. We'll have a dual winglet, because I think it looks fantastic. Let's get this off, and we'll put back the swept wings where we think we want them. Right over here. Center of lift is now behind the center of mass, and this will empty out eventually, and the center of mass will go to the front. So that's perhaps not the best, but we'll see how it goes. We need some control services back here, because otherwise it will go terribly wrong. And I don't think that putting these wings any further in front is going to be an option. So if it's going to be a small plane like this, we might just stick an extra fuel tank on here, just to make it a bit longer. There we go. I think that's better. Let's try it out. We've got the full crew. Now the fact that we have got more crew means we can do 2 crew reports. That's the entire thing of making a multi-cabin crew. Now if I press down, these apparently go down, which is a bit odd, because I would suspect that these go up, right? I might be wrong. I might be terribly wrong. Alright, so I want to go up. If I want to go up, I press down on my control pad. But that's bringing these down. I think these are too far back. And I think that's, yeah, that's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. Alright, time to do some tinkering. So there we go, I've put some extra wings on and now it seems to work perfectly fine. It's not the fastest plane, let me be very frank with you, but it does work. Let's put on the SAS so we can have stability assist, and we'll just go straight off the launch pad, because this launch pad is very bad. So let's roll off, if you can, gently, gently. There we go. And now this bit of grass, strange enough, is straight. It's more straight than the actual landing strip. So there we go. We'll go up to a speed of about 50 meters per second before we make our first ascent. And you can simply ascend by pressing down on the pad. Now we are starting to lose grip on the floor. And there we go. We are in the air. We are airborne. There we go. Now, keep an eye on this meter, because this meter will show you how much you are rising. You want to keep this at about 5 to 10. You don't want to rise too steep. And if this is dropping, that means you're losing power over something, which is also very bad. Now, we are bound for this site. We don't have a flight trajectory. Yes, we do, and we're going the wrong way entirely. So let's turn around a bit by pressing Q, and let's put this up just a tad. So I don't really know where this site is, and we don't have navigation just yet, which is a shame, but we need to go here. Oh, we can activate a navigation waypoint. Now look at that, we actually do have the navigational tools we need. Very sorry for not realizing it sooner. Alright, so we need to make sure that our speed is climbing. It's not climbing because we are actually going too high, too fast. Vertical speed is a lot more important in this, with such a small airplane than, I'm sorry, horizontal speed is much more important than vertical speed with a small airplane like this. There we go. We are on our way to this waypoint, at which we will do a crew report. Now here's another tip: if you want to have quick access to crew report, you can just hold it here and still control the plane. You can just press this button and it will stay on screen forever until you exit the plane or something. I don't really know, but it does work. I've used this for the for going around the actual space center using the pressure meter. I did a pressure reading in every one of those locations. We are losing horizontal speed. We are entering this site and we can do a crew report. There we go. Collecting survey data. Now it doesn't really matter what we do with this, but yeah, we can just recycle that. We've at least done the thing. Conduct a focused observational survey of Kerbal. There we go. We've got that twice, which is a bit strange. Probably a bug. Now this one, above 1800 meters, I don't think we can do it with this plane. We might need to actually build a rocket to get there. First and foremost though, let's turn around, because this flight is going to take forever if we do it. If we actually do it. So let's turn around and let's hop over the grasslands. We'll do a crew report mid-flight above the grasslands just to... can we do a crew report here, by the way? Flying above Kerbal shores. Yeah, we've already done that. Apparently, we've already done that. But this plane will apparently, probably not get us all the way up to 18... what was it? 16,500? 18,500. That's a stretch. I mean, we can try to climb that much, but I think, yeah, we're losing speed already, and we're not even 2,500 meters up in the air. We need to do a very steady climb if we want to actually get it. a very yeah, slow and steady climb. Losing speed. Oh, come on. We do want to rise. Gaining speed slowly. So this would be the ideal climb degree. I don't know how else I should call it. The steepness of the climb, I guess. This would be ideal, but look at that. We are slowly ticking away. We are gaining speed a bit, as long as we don't do anything. We could try and speed it up a bit. Now, if you have too many loose parts on your spaceship, I advise against actually speeding up, because this will ruin your day. Now, Jebediah, Bob, and Bill down here, they are having a whale of a time. Jebediah, much more than Bob and Bill. They're a bit frightened. It's their first flight. I mean, I don't blame them. It's their very first flight. I don't think we are going to actually make it into... No, it's just going to be too steep. We're probably going to need a rocket jet to get that high. So it's a damn shame we took that that contract, because I don't think we can finish it at all. Yeah, this is going to be bad. So let's speed her down. Let's try to land this puppy onto the runway. That's going to be a challenge. That's certainly going to be a challenge. We have got some drogue chutes, 2 of them, to slow us down on our descent, and we've got 2 safety parachutes just in case we can't land for shit. So let's hop down. There we go. Let's make it a fast one, and we'll go down to... This is not an ideal passenger carrying landing. Let's just say if I were flying a Boeing, I would be fired right now, if not dead. So there we go, and we've got plenty of fuel, by the way. Liquid fuel is not a problem if you're just carrying 2 small engines. So normally you would carry some bigger engines and you would need some more fuel, but this is fine. We've got a lot of surface speed, and let's kill it off. Let's kill off the engines, because this is going to be a bit too fast. We are also descending too fast, so we might want to check that. Oh shit, that's not good. That's not good. Alright, there we go. Steady, steady. Steady, come on. We might want to, we might have to deploy our safety chutes, which is not professional in my opinion. If you want to land a plane, you got to land a plane. Yeah, we'll grab the drogues for now. This is nowhere near a professional landing. Alright, let's grab the other chutes as well. We did it! Let's recover. Oh wow. That was great. We did a contract. We still got some money for the parts. That's great. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. We'll probably make a rocket to see if we can zoom over to that other place that we need a bit of height for. Right, as I said, thank you for watching. We'll see you all next time. Have a great day.